It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. Good morning, Scooter.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
You hear Bob laughing as he's walking out.
We are.
That's the one thing he wanted me to do this month.
Yeah.
Is my famous now turkey call.
It's really good. You're actually really good at it.
I'm going to record it and take it out hunting.
That's awesome.
It probably won't do a dang thing, but I'm going to do it.
Might as well. You never know what could happen.
You never know.
You probably have people that have downloaded an app.
Because there'd be a turkey out there going, man, is that a crazy turkey?
That is a crazy turkey.
And that they may come running. You never know.
They would. People have probably downloaded as an app to go hunting with. You know, you got that box and whatever.
Yeah, see?
This,
now
you
you're
can turn the
talking.
volume up or down, make it be.
I could make some money on this.
That's what I'm trying to tell you here.
Wow.
I should get at least 10% now if this works out.
10%.
10%.
7.5.
You do, okay. I'll take whatever I can get. I didn't do anything.
I'm not arguing. Okay. 7.5.
Why would I argue with free money?
He's over there. I don't understand why you gave me money. Okay, I'll take 7.5.
Mm-hmm. You know, we are 1 week away.
We are. It's coming. It's right around the corner.
Turkey. That gobble gobble he's been gobbling about is going to be in my belly.
Do you make the turkey?
No, I don't do anything.
Nothing.
I don't cook nothing. At work.
You just show up and eat.
I just show up and eat. At work, I
Your
did
wife
put
has gotta be
myself
proud.
down for the potluck that we're going to
Okay.
have at work, right?
All right.
And I was talking to Beverly, the sales manager, and she said, "What are you going to bring?" And I said, "I don't know." She goes, "Why don't you just bring the drinks?"
Oh.
So I'll be bringing 2 liters of soda. I'm still not cooking nothing. I'm still not buying anything.
Your wife's got to be so proud of you.
So proud.
And now is she making the turkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, everybody does something different in the family.
So is it
they
like a
bring
potluck at the house?
It's also
Okay.
well, we do it at that hotel.
Oh,
the
that's
Beard and
right.
Lady
That's
Inn
right.
that I was
That's
telling you.
right.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
okay. He forgot.
That's right. You're going to be gone.
That's
I get
okay.
it. I get it.
But yeah, everybody will show up with a dish, maybe 2 dishes. Carla will cook a couple of things. I know the sweet potato casserole that has like walnuts or like ground up on the top of it, and it's glazed and it's something. Mwah!
But that better be coming.
It's really good. It's really good. I can't wait. 1 week away.
We kind of do the same thing. Everybody gathers at my house is usually what happens, and then my mom likes to bake the traditional turkey. She does a great job with it. Me, I like it deep fried.
Right.
So we deep fry the turkeys and inject them, and I did them one year where
Creole butter.
Creole butter.
That sounded good. I remember that.
But I did it one year. I found a thing of Creole butter with jalapenos inside,
Yes.
and we injected one.
But you said it wasn't like hot. It was just flavorful.
Oh man, that turkey went fast. I mean, people were like, "Holy cow! Who would have known jalapeno with turkey?"
I did.
Oh, did you? I didn't.
Jalapenos with just about anything is good.
Yes.
Not real hot though. I don't like it where you have to take a drink after every bite.
Yeah.
That's too hot.
Yeah.
So you get them seeds out of there.
I don't want to have to
Jalapenos.
worry about it burning twice.
Exactly.
But yes, a jalapeno Creole butter. It's really good in the turkey.
It sounds delicious. Well, if you have any left over, that following Monday, you can bring it in the morning, and I can have it for lunch.
You know, that's the one good thing about deep fried turkey.
It
all
gone.
reheats.
Oh, it
really
reheats good.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they come out just juicy, reheated.
Okay.
Where a lot of them, I like smoked turkey, but the problem is you got to eat it right then.
Yeah.
And anything left over is going to be dry when you go to reheat
Yeah.
it. It's just how it works. But the deep fried, it'll stay juicy even when you reheat it. So
Okay, well-
I'll hold you to that. I'll bring you some in.
Okay. Sounds good.
Better say a prayer.
Better Say a Prayer, brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state, one in Memphis, Tennessee. We sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. With that, let's pause for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I ask again and again, please watch over our nation. It seems divided more than ever, even though we probably have more in common than we think. Our neighbors and friends never seem to fight in person like you do on social media. It seems to be the bane of existence. Anyway, please watch over our nation. Please watch over our first responders, our military, our children, and just keep us safe and remind us that you're here with us and you will not leave our side. This I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. Give them a call at 870-425-2161 and talk to them about pre-need service. It's always good to have a plan in place. When the unthinkable happens, your family will be taken care of because everything's already set up, and your wishes will be done.
Be taken care of.
Will be taken care
your
of.
Your loved ones don't have to deal with it when they're going through a tough time.
Exactly. All right, let's hear from Bob and Linda Zador's neat little commercial that you guys did. You did so well.
Be right back.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Welcome back to the morning show.
You gotta wait for me to come in. All people here to the morning show.
That was cute.
I gotta give you a hard time.
The Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. I love it.
I love that commercial.
I know, right?
I love
Not
it.
just because you did it.
No, that was the funnest part, is being there when we were doing it. The bloopers and outtakes.
Exactly.
Oh, they were hilarious.
And I'm going to do a little plug for old XL7-TV and the morning show.
go ahead.
If you
Bring
want
it
to
on.
have a 30-second, right?
Yes.
30-second advertisement like that, that's what Scooter does.
Yes.
That's and it'll be on during the show. People, do something funny, they'll remember you and come visit your business. This is what it's all about, right?
That's the whole plan, Stan.
The whole plan, Stan.
All they got to do is give me a call. I'll even put my number out there, 870-404-5981, and we will take care of you.
There you go. The Z Team likes to bring us a beautiful shot of the White River, so let's take a look. Look at that amazing view there in Cotter.
That is pretty this morning.
It is pretty. That is Cotter, Arkansas, there in Marion County, looking into Baxter County. You can see, you can't see, but we're off in the distance to the right. That's Mountain Home. In the center is the Missouri line. To the left is Bull Shoals. And that is the horseshoe bend of the White River. Makes Cotter look like an island, as Scooter would say.
Cotter Island.
Cotter Island.
It does look like an island from that view, though.
I know, right?
Looks like it's completely surrounded, and you got the bridge that goes over to it. Mm-hmm. Even though it's not, it's what it
but
looks
it
like.
is.
Yeah,
it is, but
exactly.
it isn't.
Exactly.
It's a peninsula.
A peninsula. Okay.
Which is not an island, because that's
true.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that.
Okay. Go to retiredarkansas.net and you can find this beautiful view, along with the ones that move around and zoom in and out. There it is. There's the
one on the park.
That is beautiful. Cotter, Arkansas is really a beautiful little town. They've got a couple of nice restaurants, and they got OMTC.
They've come a long way.
They've come a
they
long
used to
way.
be like this years and years ago. They were like this little hole-in-the-wall place you really didn't know too much about. Now it's actually a tourist attraction. They're putting so much into that little community, and they've really made it look nice.
Really have. Take a trip down there to Cotter, Arkansas, and take a look. It is beautiful. And give the Z Team a call, 870-405-0793. If you're looking for a view like this, not this exact view, although money talks.
I'm about to say, this is Bob and Linda, money talks.
That's right.
Right, money, anything's for sale.
Go to retiredarkansas.net and you find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information of the Ozarks. They have all kinds.
Look at that.
All kinds of info for you.
Look at that right over the water.
Oh, wow. That is
Doesn't that look
really
cool?
cool.
It's pretty neat.
Smoke.
On the water.
That's right. Okay.
We're moving on.
We better
got
take a look
temperatures.
at the weather. Thank you, Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team, for this beautiful shot of Carter, Arkansas. I love these zoom in ones. It's really neat. They got one of the true island in the water.
Yep.
Down to the right. But also Scooter Mountain in the distance
Way out
of
in
Missouri.
Missouri.
Way out in Missouri. We'll never know the true name. I have dubbed the Scooter Mountain.
We're going to leave it at that.
We're going to leave it at that. All right, let's take a look at the weather brought to you by the Z Team. Mountain Home, Arkansas is at 20. Harrison at 24. Batesville at 25. Yellville at 21. Marshall at 18. Salem at 21. Mountain View at 18. Calico Rock at 20. West Plains, 21. Springfield, Missouri, 21. Poplar Bluff, 22. St. Louis at 26. I think it's cold. Is it cold out there?
Well, there's a chance it's chilly. I would
It's
go with chilly.
Okay, it's chilly.
Yes, chilly.
National Weather Radar shows some activity across the northern states. You look at that. There's like little pockets in Kansas, over across Colorado, Denver, Idaho, Montana, North and South Dakota, Minnesota. Look at it. Look at all this blue. You think that's snow?
I think so.
I think it's snow.
And it's up north where it belongs.
It's
We're
up
good.
north.
It's listening.
Not to my wife. She loves the snow and wants it to snow because then she gets out of school.
Want snow at Christmas. Everybody wants snow at
Everybody
Christmas time.
wants a white Christmas.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
There's just something about it.
It is. Let's zoom in and see if we're going to have. Nope. Sorry.
Nothing.
North of Missouri and Illinois and parts of Iowa, but nothing in our neck of the woods. Ooh, look at this over in Kansas. Does it dissipate? Let's see here. Let's just.
You're getting
push
all
this.
excited. It ain't
Look at
coming.
it. Look at it roll.
It isn't coming.
Oh, and then it disappears.
See, I told you.
See, look at that. Well, across Kansas, there's a chance for you to have some snow. Oh, well.
Yeah, Kansas can have it.
And lake effect snow chances all in the northern parts of the state, northeastern too. Ah, man, am I a great weatherman. National Weather Radar. Let's see here. We have, I don't know, the freeze warning. Look at the freeze warning in Alabama and Georgia, South Carolina.
Going up the coast.
Look at that, going up the coast. So they got some freeze warnings. Missouri and Arkansas does not have any kind of warnings. You can see the rest of the country has warnings, and, we don't live that far, so woo. Okay, so I lost my 7-day. We're going to do a 10-day forecast.
Yeah, the normal page wouldn't come up this
The
morning.
normal page wouldn't come up. Thursday.
Saying error.
Yes. Today. What the heck
What
happened?
did you just do?
I didn't do anything.
You had it.
I had it, and it just
Oh, there it
bounced.
goes. There it
Look at
goes. It bounced
bouncing.
down. It bounced down.
It
We're
bounced
good.
down.
We're
Okay.
moving around.
Today is 50 and sunshiny tonight. Low of 26. 15% chance of precipitation. Partly cloudy skies will give way to cloudy skies late. A few flurries or snow showers possible. Friday, it looks like we've got a high of 37, low of 23, and mostly cloudy. Saturday, high of 46, low of 19, and it's going to be sunny. Sunday, high of 45, low of 25, and sunny. Monday, high of 55, low of 31, mostly sunny. Tuesday, high of 57, low of 35, mostly sunny. Wednesday, high of 53, low of 40, and cloudy. And here, we'll stop here on Thanksgiving. Thursday, the 24th, high of 50, low of 40, with a slight chance of showers at 50%.
It's a high of 50 today,
Yes.
and they got to do football tomorrow.
Okay.
And they're going to be outside because the way the press box is, they don't have room for all the stuff inside.
True.
And then tomorrow is a high of 37.
High of
I feel for
37.
them. And I can't go. I've got wrestling, so
Dang.
I feel for them. They're going to freeze.
They need
Yeah.
heated vests.
They got them. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right. North Fork Lake water level. One day.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. They are generating one.
Are they?
Okay. Water level is 552.43. Level is 0.43 above full pool. But
Above full pool. Speak English.
I was on the verge of coughing. I was trying to hold it. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 654.46. Level is 4.54 feet above full pool. They're generating 5.
There's somebody
It
that's
didn't
going to
even
go out
look
on the
like
North Fork River. It's like, what did he just say?
Exactly. But did you notice that when we were looking at the White River, it didn't look like 5
No,
generating?
it doesn't.
It's because the water's low, right?
Well,
Maybe.
the way you can generate, that's what controls the water flow. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of shocking. I thought
Right.
it'd be higher,
Okay.
generating that many.
Watch out for the. Okay, we better.
That's it.
But that's it.
That's
Yep.
it. We can go
I
on to
was-
break.
I was going. Yeah, it was 7:15. I ran over again.
Well,
We'll come back with.
We'll just go on into the show.
We'll just go into the
We
show.
ain't got anything that's needs
No,
to be gone over.
there was one
Maybe.
thing.
Was there?
The
Well, go
Ed
ahead.
Coulter
All right,
lights.
go ahead and talk.
The
Go
Ed
ahead and
Coulter
talk,
lights
talk
this
about
Sunday.
it now. Then
The Ed, okay, Ed
I'll
Issue.
just let you have it now.
Celebration of Lights lighting ceremony is Sunday at the ASU Mountain Home College. The Ed Coulter lights are coming back. The second annual, and they
it's
promised to
bigger
have more.
and better than before.
Bigger and better than before.
They have
so this
been
Sunday,
out there working on them lights and working on them lights forever.
Will you be going
And
through there Sunday?
I don't know that I'll go through Sunday. I'm planning on going deer hunting. But I do go through them. I went through them last year. They were really cool. And this year I'm excited to see what all they've added.
Me too.
And I think they've doubled what they've had. So.
And they've got the grounds for it.
Yes. And they're
Excellent.
going to keep growing it every year. And it's going to be a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Really will be.
I believe so too. I
I
really
like
love
that
going
little
through
drive
Christmas
through.
lights.
You can put
I
your
know, it's
radio on the right
perfect.
channel, listen to the music. Some things actually go with the music, which is really cool. So
I agree.
I'm excited.
And that's
And
the
it's
community
Christmas time.
news.
We need to get into Christmas time, but wait until after Thanksgiving. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Even though they're doing it a week before Thanksgiving.
It's all right.
Okay, we'll
They-
let it
they
slide.
can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We better take a break, and we're going to come back with Jeff Quick of the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas.
If he's still here,
He
he's
will
probably
be.
watched this part of the morning shows. Like, I'm out of here. These
I'm
guys
out.
are nuts.
Crazy.
All right, we'll be back.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Jeff Quick. He's with the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. And Jeff, it's the first time I'm meeting you, so...
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Threw me off. I was about to say, and there's probably a lot of people that are watching that first time meeting you, so if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. CEO of the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas, where I've worked for, gosh, I think February will be the start of my 13th year there. So
very nice.
Yeah, just really excited to kind of still be in the game and helping folks out across the service area. Families from here, about 5 or 6 generation Baxter County guy, and just love our community, love being a part of it. Yep.
Oh, I love living here. You say 5 generations, I can understand why it was 5 generations. This is a beautiful place to live.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's the best place in the world.
Yeah, and everybody's so helpful. Like with the Food Bank in North Central Arkansas, you have a lot of people that volunteer. And I was going through some of the get involved from your website. One way is to volunteer, advocate, host a food drive, become an agency, and of course attend events. But I was kind of curious on the become an agency.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just have you explain that instead of me, reading what it.
Sure. So at the Food Bank, we have a network of different partner hunger relief organizations that we serve. We call them agencies or partners, whatever, from time to time. But those agencies are local food pantries, soup kitchens, shelters. We have backpack programs and school food pantries. Some are in after-school meal sites. Some are senior citizen centers.
Yeah.
And then we have quite a few recovery programs like Changes Recovery and Twin Lakes Recovery, Care Center Ministries, those kinds of groups. Shelters as well, so Serenity and Alpha House and others that are a part of that. So all of it, basically anywhere that you are a group or an organization that's either a nonprofit or a part of a local church, and you're helping to try to make sure people have access to food, then you can partner with us. And that partnership basically means that you're going to use the food bank as a food source, and we're going to help you out with all kinds of best practices and how to handle that food safely. And I often say that our job at the food bank is to receive semi-truckloads of food, and then we distribute out either trailers or truckloads, pickup truckloads of food. And the agency's job is to receive that pickup or trailer load of food and pass out boxes or bags of food.
Yeah.
Of course, if someone comes to the food bank, we don't turn them away. They come in and they need help. We'll connect them with one of our local food pantries or the food pantry that's closest to their home, or maybe sometimes their job. And then basically we make sure that they've got access to food today. So let's give you an emergency bag, but also connect you long term to where it's closest to you. Spend a little bit less gas money.
Yeah.
Makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah. So it's a huge network.
Yeah, we have about 90 different partner hunger relief organizations right now.
Very nice.
Of course, that's across 9 counties.
Yeah, you've got Baxter, Boone, Fulton, Izard, Marion, Newton, Searcy, Sharp, and Stone. I had to read them because I wrote them. But it's a huge network.
Yeah, it is, really. Anything from Alpena to Jasper, over on the western side of our border, over to, we say Mammoth Spring and Cave City. So Mammoth is in Fulton County, Cave City is at the bottom of Sharp County, but between Mammoth and the eastern part of our border is not just a whole lot of communities there. So Mammoth serves a big region up in that section.
Yeah. So Ty was in here on Tuesday, and he said Care Center will be giving out 500 meals.
Yeah.
Were you a part of bringing those together?
One of their team members contacted us. I'm not sure if they actually ended up getting some of the food from us or not, but we talked them through what was there. And,
sure.
I really encouraged them on some sweet potatoes. We've got a semi-load of sweet potatoes in just the first of the month, and so they're all fresh and ready to bake and make good sweet potato pie for the holidays or
Love
whatever.
sweet
So I hope that they got some of those. I'm not sure exactly whether they ended up picking some of those up or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but you did do 864 senior food boxes.
Yeah.
I've seen on your Facebook page that was last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend. So we had Well, actually, across the most of the week. So Wednesday, Farmers and Merchants Bank, their employees came out and packed. C3 Church and several high school organizations, National Honor Society and FFA, and I think maybe the FBLA team was there too. And then on Monday, Arvest was in to kind of clean up and finish up all the projects. So we do that every month. 864 boxes of food. They're about 20 to 25 pound boxes of commodity.
You do that
foods.
every month?
Yeah, every month. So we've got groups coming in all the time, working on that project. We're gonna, let me look at my notes here so I don't misspeak this, but 175,000 meals to senior citizens through that program alone just this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Pretty cool deal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We've asked for an increase. It's called the Commodity Supplemental Food Program. It's a senior citizen program, so you have to be over the age of 60, and then you have to qualify income guidelines for that. But I think it's 130% of the poverty line qualifies you.
Yeah.
So at any rate, those senior citizens, and we partner with these agencies to do this too. Some seniors come to the food bank, some of them come to the different senior centers. Homebound Medical helps with us, so we've got some homebound folks that are receiving food as well. Lots of good stuff there.
That is.
Yeah.
And so you do 4.5 million meals annually.
Yeah, that's what we've been pushing. We're not quite at 4.5 million this year. I think we'll land probably around 4.4, but that's what we're pushing for every year these days. That's up from about 2.5 million pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So gives you some perspective about not just the change in COVID, but also the change because we moved into the new facility in Mountain Home.
That's right.
And so that has made a big difference in the amount of food that we can accept and distribute out. So just as an example, I mentioned the sweet potatoes. A lot of folks say, how do you do $1 provides 7 meals? Well, the sweet potatoes, we paid $3,000, and that included the transportation for 40,000 pounds of sweet potatoes. Well, turn around a week later, we get a 40,000 pound load of chicken, frozen chicken from Tyson. We pay $16,000 for 40,000 pounds of chicken. Well, it's about $2 less a pound than what you would find at your local grocery store. So we're able to stretch that dollar out quite a bit by doing the bulk and also working with good partners. It's funny, I was having a conversation with COO of Tyson at our Feeding America conference, and he said, for the life of me, we haven't figured out how to make a chicken yet that has more wings and less legs, and so we've got an abundance of legs that are out there in the world, and we need to do something with them. And I said, let us help you, you know.
Right.
Several of the other food banks across the nation did the same thing.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What amazes me is how much you guys actually do in the community. And a lot of times I think people don't see it because they are the ones behind the scenes. But if you will, look at all these organizations doing these things, and they'll always post sponsored with the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas, and they've got their hands in so many pots.
Yeah.
But you have to reach out and be able to supply as many people that you guys do. It's just, I find that amazing how many different organizations in this whole area really rely on you guys.
Well, and that's the flip side of that's true too. So we rely on those organizations, either for their volunteer service or their donors. Donations to the food bank, or in terms of helping us distribute the food. So the North Central Board of Realtors helped us at the first of the month. They made a donation, as they've done for the last 25 years, to the food bank, and have done tons of food to our local food pantries right before the holidays every year for, like I said, 25 years. This year we distributed 88,000 pounds of food on a cold Thursday morning, and got that out to about 26 different local pantries in Baxter and Marion County, as well as Calco.
Very nice. Yeah. Now, the food bank started, from what I read on the website, in 1982 in Norfolk, and there's Alice and Hubert Ayers. They started a soup kitchen in their house because of the flood, and from there it spawned to the school, or the old Norfolk school. And is that still there?
It is. So our thrift store for the food bank and also a food pantry for Norfolk is still there.
Okay.
And then the furthest one up the hill, as you're going out of Norfolk, is still there, and we use it for dry storage of Mostly products that are not food, but occasionally we'll have some food products there as well.
Yeah.
Overflow.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Well, it's about 7:30. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with more from Jeff Quick of the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Jeff Quick. He's with the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. Before we went to break, I had mentioned when the food bank started in 1982 because you guys are celebrating your 40th year.
Yeah, 40 years of service to North Central Arkansas. We're really proud of that. You know, Alice started, I've told this at Farmers and Merchants Coffee Talk the other day. I was 10 years old, went to the fair parade. No, it wasn't the fair parade. It was the Christmas parade here in Mountain Home. After that, I think Dad said, hey, let's go to Calico and see the water, you know, because it had been flooding several inches kind of per hour at one point the day before.
Yeah.
And so we drove down to Calico and we saw some houses floating underneath or structures, I should say, underneath the bridge.
Yeah.
And just a crazy storm. Several hundreds of millions of dollars of damage in the region. And Alice and her husband and church and community leaders got together and they started basically doing a soup kitchen out of the back of her station wagon. They'd cook it at her house and then go and serve people that were either displaced by the flood or were volunteers helping.
Yeah.
And then that turned into a local food pantry and the thrift store that's still there in Norfolk today. Over the years, it expanded expanded to a regional food bank. It actually included parts of southern Missouri, so like the West Plains area was served by the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas in the 80s and mid-90s. Feeding America asked us to kind of consolidate and look at a statewide plan for Arkansas, and so we shifted West Plains to the food bank up in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay.
And that's where we ended up with these 9 counties of North Central Arkansas. But the real kicker here is we did some research. Over 40 years of service to the community, we've distributed over 50 million pounds of food during that time.
That's a lot of
crazy.
food.
Yeah.
50 million.
And here's an example of some of our growth. You look at those first, say 3 years or so of food distribution that Alice and her team did.
Yeah.
We exceeded that in the last 2 months of this year. So 2 months versus 3 or 4 years of service in terms of the number of pounds that we're doing. In fact, September and October are 2 of the largest food distribution months in our 40-year history. Just crazy the amount of food that's going out.
Yeah, and it just goes to show our kind of area that we live in, that it started in the kitchen of the Ayers and the back of her station wagon.
Yeah,
and
just good people doing a good thing.
Yeah, grown into a 9 county wide, 50 million pounds of food over the past 40 years.
Yeah, it's amazing to be a part of an organization that is doing so much good stuff. And you know, it doesn't happen because one person's there. It doesn't happen because a team of staff people are there. It's a community project. And I used to say that one of the best things in the world was having a job like this. I get to serve and help people, right? Well, I've kind of shifted that. That's still amazing, but what really gets me these days is helping other people help serve and be in service to someone. So whether it's the kids from a youth group or the high school or community members getting to come in and get their hands dirty and feel like they've done something good for somebody else, man, that's good stuff.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes you feel real good. Most definitely. So what other stats for all the years? I see you got notes.
Yeah, I got some notes here.
Let's hear them.
Over the past year, over this year, we've had over 450 graduates. So we look at our mission statement as building bridges from hunger to hope, but we kind of break that down into 2 pieces. One is we want to serve the line of individuals that are in need, so that's the food distribution part. But then we also want to shorten the line of people in need. And so we have some education classes like how to shop and cook nutritiously on a budget, some life skills courses, all kinds of different resources that we provide, like SNAP education and SNAP outreach, the food stamps piece.
Okay.
So we've had, like I said, over 450 graduates of those classes this year. We have a summer and after school meals program that I mentioned earlier. We partner with the library and LC Salmons and some of the schools to make that happen. But so far this year, we've already served over 15,000 meals through those summer and after school meal projects.
Excellent.
So, and a lot of times, especially the after school stuff is partnered up with tutoring programs. So kids are getting some tutoring and having some snacks and being able to eat while they're there too. We mentioned the senior food boxes, 175,000 of those boxes that have gone out this year. We're right now at over 3.5 million pounds, which is just over 3 million meals that we've distributed this year alone. And like I said earlier, we're probably going to land just shy of 4.5 million pounds at the end of the year. So we'll see how these November and December numbers pan out. But the big piece is, and we kind of talked about this a little bit on break, but you know, COVID hit, our numbers spiked, the number of people asking for help. That kind of slowed down as the federal safety net was strengthened to help support COVID-related issues. So we had increases to SNAP benefits, increases like the child tax credit was strengthened and so forth. So there was a period of time during COVID or the late stages of COVID where actually poverty and hunger numbers were down significantly, maybe as much as they've been in 40 or 50 years.
Yeah.
Just as those programs, started to slip away because COVID has kind of run its course, let's hope, that's about the time inflation hit. And so we've seen some significant increases in the number of people that are asking for help. And that's why we're seeing these large numbers again in terms of monthly distributions.
Right. So just when you think it might level off and go back to, I guess, pre-COVID normal,
right.
inflation hits.
Yeah, and we've seen anything from 40 to 80% increase in some of the prices of food. Y'all know that because you shop. And that's no different for the clients we serve. It's also no different for the food bank when we try to make a difference in those folks' lives. So we're having to shop and pay attention to what we're purchasing to be able to get the best products in that we can at the best prices.
Exactly, and helping most people.
Yeah. One of the things we look at the food bank when we're shopping is we try to make sure that at least 65% of all the food we distribute is what we refer to as foods to encourage. So those are low salt, low sugar, low fat, high protein, high fiber foods. Fresh vegetables, dairy products that are healthier for us, those kinds of things. So we're right in that 65 to 70% range for this year, but it's tougher and tougher as we face the inflation issues.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense to me. I was reading that you just got a $100,000 grant.
Yeah, so we've had several grants. This has been an incredible grant year for us. We have had grants through the Temporary Assistance for Needy Family program, which has helped us with our school food pantries. We have 13 schools across north central Arkansas that are partnering with us now, and they're getting, depending on what year they are in the program, either $15,000 or $25,000 to support their food pantries in their schools each year. And then, in addition to that, we've had some work through a community development block grant that actually is going to end up sending about 2 million meals out over a 3-year period. We're in year 2 right now. The $100,000 grant that you're talking about allows us to help our agencies that we serve. So we're going to be putting out freezers and cooler units in different local food pantries to help them increase their capacity to store and distribute food.
I was reading on your website that was a need, that the space, warehouse, refrigerating, freezing, that's, I mean, you got to be able to store all this food, otherwise you miss out on truckloads.
Yeah, so we made a significant stride in that effort when we moved from Norfolk to Mountain Home. We way more than tripled or quadrupled our warehouse space and our freezer and cooler space, but now you're just moving the bottleneck down the road a little bit. So at one point when we were located in Norfolk, our bottleneck was the amount of frozen foods that we could receive, or refrigerated foods that we could receive. And now we're able to do that with no problem, but now some of our local food pantries are not able to accept as much as we can accept. So we had a conversation last fall, probably about this time actually, with some of the leadership of the Twin Lakes Community Foundation, and some of our pantry partners were a part of that, and we were trying to identify what is the things that our network needs the most to really do our job better. And Tim Kelly from Yellville Food Closet Association, he brought up the idea that, hey, one of our pieces now is that this bottleneck's been moved down the road to us, and we need some support in terms of buying and putting these freezers and cooler units in our space. So we wrote a grant to USDA in January, and we in addition to the $100,000 for these freezer and cooler units, we'll be getting another $150,000 or $125,000, I think it is, for a refrigerated box truck down the road.
So you can move it.
Yep, so we can move it back and forth.
Very good.
So excited about those.
Definitely.
We've had some really good wins with grant work this year. One of the grant pieces we have done, this is year 2 for this grant cycle. We're working with Feeding America and a number of national donors to put in laptop computers that are touchscreen and a new program for data collection for our clients. So instead of every client comes into a local food pantry and they're handwriting these client intake forms out, it's all done on the computer. The reports are more easily accessible. The clients are able to sign that they received the food on the laptop screen, and it's really streamlining the work that we do. Great example of that was yesterday. We were in Jasper. We've done now 2 months of mobile food pantries in the Jasper area. The first month we were doing everything by paper to try to get our system built for Jasper. Well, yesterday we had a good chunk of our system built, and I mean our lines went through faster. I mean, it was amazing to see how much faster it went through. So we're excited about that. Another grant that we just learned about this month is we have a $27,000 grant from Wabash, which is a business over in the Harrison, Boone County area. They've made a donation to Feeding America and said, we want a mobile food pantry in our service area. So tomorrow we're going to be going to Harrison, Arkansas, and be at First United Methodist Church in Harrison. We're going to park the truck and feed some folks tomorrow.
Very nice.
We'll be kind of setting up that new client data system there as well.
Yeah. And what times will you be there?
We're there tomorrow from 11 to 2.
11 to 2.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. All right, well, let's take another break at 7:45. We'll come back with more from Jeff Quick of the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas.
Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Visiting with Jeff Quick of the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. You guys do some amazing things. 4.5 million meals annually, 9 counties, and now you are technology savvy. That
we're
you
getting
can do everything in real time to.
That's part of what we were talking about at the break. It's amazing that how far you guys work down the line. And, you know, it's not, as a food bank, you just don't get the food, send the food out. All right, here you guys go. This is what you ordered.
Yeah, it's more than that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are there to help the suppliers to get it out to the people, to get their technology where they can keep track of what's going on. Now storage so that you can get a little bit more food, be able to handle more people, and make it more efficient. It's just amazing you guys got your hands in all the pots to help these organizations and stuff do what they can do.
But when we talk about our network, it's a lot of different good folks and good communities all across North Central Arkansas that are doing amazing work. but it's our network. Like it doesn't belong to us. Those organizations are separate, and they're a part of churches and nonprofit organizations. But it's ours in the way of we want to be a good parent or a good partner with them, and the stronger effort that we make to help them succeed, the more we all succeed together. So it just goes hand in hand. It's just part of what we do.
Most definitely. I had wrote down the No Kid Hungry campaign, backpack program, and Bridge Bash.
Yeah.
This is some of your main things that the food bank does.
Yeah, so No Kid Hungry is the big piece. We have a little broader umbrella at the food bank. It's called our Move Up to Independence initiative. It includes the No Kid Hungry campaign, which is a national campaign, as well as Bridges Out of Poverty, which is also a national campaign. So with No Kid Hungry, though, we're looking at how do we increase access to food to kids and their family, basically. And we're doing that through SNAP outreach. We're doing that through alternative styles of breakfast at schools. So that could be breakfast after the bell. Here at Mountain Home, for instance, at the high school, a lot of the students in the high school start over at the Tech Center at ASU. And so their first hour is actually spent at the Tech Center.
Yeah.
They come through between first and second hour or period or class, whatever they call them.
Blocks.
Blocks, yeah. You can tell how old I am.
Me too.
So they come in after their first class. They do a grab and go breakfast through the line, and they're taking a breakfast burrito or something like that into the classroom and eating it. In some of the other settings, that could be a kindergarten class. Well, there's a wagon full of breakfast foods going down to the classroom, and they're actually having breakfast in the classroom while rolls being taken, announcements are made, and those kind of things.
Because it shouldn't matter where the kid's at to be fed.
No, and breakfast, I mean, you think about this when we were going to school, it wasn't much different. I mean, breakfast was before the bell rang,
It
right?
was.
And a lot of us were car riders, or maybe we were on that bus that was the last one in.
Yeah.
And so you just miss breakfast.
Yeah.
So this gives kids an opportunity to have breakfast after the bell, and just a little bit tweaked from what they normally would have done. Another part of that breakfast piece is also kind of skews into lunch. So we've got several school districts in our service area that have done the community eligibility provision. So that means they've gone through all of their statistics and demographics for their school district and applied to have 100% of their kids eat free breakfast and lunch. And that's true in Cotter and Highland and several other school districts across the service area. So that's a real good piece. One of the things we've learned is that if we can provide food at the school, the kids are more likely to come to school. So whether that's a backpack or the school food pantry or the after-school meal program, let's provide access to food at the school. That means that they're going to attend more regularly, just right off the bat.
Yeah.
And attendance is the highest indicator for graduation. So if we can get our kids to graduate from high school, they're more likely to make a significant larger amount of money over their lifetime than their ungraduated peers. And so, and they're also more likely to go to college or to a tech school or some kind of advanced learning there. And so, that's just a win-win for us. We get a chance to go in and do those kinds of things and kind of tweak the way we look at access to food in the school district, and it makes a big difference. Another thing that we do as a part of No Kid Hungry is the classes. So the shopping and the cooking matters class, how to shop and cook nutritiously on a budget, comes out of those programs. 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, I spent the day at the junior high, and we worked with 70 different junior high students with Coach Newsom's classes. We do that every semester. We go in and we set up a virtual grocery store, and we just go through talking about how to read a food label, how to identify those healthier food items, how to get in and out of the store without doing an impulse buy, all that kind of stuff. So,
impossible.
Can that happen?
I think I need to take that class.
You might need to come over.
You may need it too.
Most definitely.
My wife would say, go to that class.
But real world applications, that's what we need more of in school.
That's one of the things we're really excited. We've been partnering with Coach Newsom on this project for, gosh, probably 6 or 8 years now.
Good.
And going into those classes makes a big difference. I'm an old youth minister for Methodist churches, so I love the kids and love to get to work with them. And you'd be surprised. I mean, the number of kids that raise their hand and say, I help with the grocery shopping, or I help with the cooking at home, or I'm responsible for one or the other.
Yeah.
So let's set some good healthy habits in at the get-go and maybe make some life changes for them. The better we can eat, the better health outcomes we're going to have long term.
Most definitely. I mean, it's okay to have a little Debbie every once in a while, but
a nutty bar, I'll let that slide.
There you go. That's right. Nothing wrong with that. So the Bridge Bash, I've never been to one, but it was always down there in Cotter.
Yep.
And
it's huge.
Huge event.
Deal. So when we moved to Mountain Home, that was about the time that COVID started, and of course you can't do any of those things. What we learned during our first 2 years of COVID was the reason that we did Bridge Bash was to kind of put the food bank on the map. Let's make sure everybody knows about us and what we do.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. And so the other piece of it was let's make a volunteer opportunity where the community can engage, because our building was too small in North. Well, so we've got a little bit higher profile name-wise now, and we have space to have volunteers in on a daily, if not weekly basis. And so we've backed away from Bridge Bash officially this year. Thankfully, the Chamber of Commerce popped up and did the Jam Fest in October, so it kind of took that place. And we're excited to support them in that effort. But now we are really doubling down on the grant programs that we're doing. We've had a little over $1 million worth of grants come in from outside of Baxter County and really north central Arkansas this year alone. And so if we can focus on that, and then if we can focus on bringing people to the food bank and seeing firsthand what we do, that's kind of our new focus.
To make donations. And if you want to make a donation, you can go to the food bank. Let's see, foodbanknca.org. And right up here at the right, you can donate now. What's the fundraiser tab?
We have from time to time different groups that do. This was a Boy Scout fundraiser that happened earlier in the year. But if there's an outside group that's doing a fundraiser, that's a good example of how we can help promote what you're doing there. Let me tell you, as you're clicking through to this Donate Now page, you can actually set up a one-time gift, or you can set up a monthly or an annual or recurring gift of some sort.
Annual,
we are going to be focusing with our 40th anniversary on Giving Tuesday, which is Tuesday, November the 29th. It's the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. We're going to have a 2-hour kind of open house. Come out and hang out with us, have some cake, and celebrate 40 years of service. But we're really encouraging people. We have a $20,000 in matching funds that day. So in honor of 40 years, we're going to try to raise $40,000.
There you go.
Every dollar that you donate on Giving Tuesday will be matched dollar for dollar by our sponsors and donors.
Very good.
And that's awesome.
When is that?
That is Tuesday, November the 29th. And it is all day that day, so you can just go on and click Donate Now. You don't even have to say Giving Tuesday or anything. It's just all the donations that come in that day. You can also stop by and see us at the food bank, and we're located at 1042 Highland Circle, which is right across from Arena Sports Grill here in the center of town.
That's right.
Give us a call at the food bank. We'll help you make your donation if you're not tech savvy and online kind of freaks you out a little bit.
We can bring a check.
Yeah, you can bring a check to the food bank. You can call us. 499-7565 is that number, and we'll walk you right through this process.
Oh, that's excellent. Most definitely. And if you just want to volunteer your time, then you can come by there to talk to you guys about.
Oh, yeah. We've got all kinds of volunteer space. That could be pulling orders of food for local pantries. It could be boxing the food for the senior citizens. We've got space for people to sit and answer phones and do office projects. You name it. A little bit of anything.
So if somebody wanted to come just one day a week,
come on.
You'll plug them in.
Yeah, we'll plug them in.
Very nice.
Right now it's a little tough, but during the spring and summer and fall, we'll have garden opportunities as well. So
garden opportunities.
We have 9 hunger gardens across Mountain Home.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, our goal is to raise about 30,000 pounds of food, fresh produce a year. This year we did eggplant and tomatoes and sweet potatoes and watermelons that came up volunteer, and cantaloupe and some beans and a little bit of everything. But it's
I'm
good
all
stuff.
in on that except for the eggplant. I'm sorry.
No eggplant?
No eggplant for this guy.
Yeah, we'll get you a good recipe.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is. I just need a good recipe.
At least the house could help you with that recipe, I bet.
Yeah, there you go.
Very nice.
You got 1 minute.
1 minute. Well, we want to thank you for being on the show. No, but we appreciate everything that you do. I mean, that's incredible. 4.5 million meals annually, just about. And it started in the backseat of a car.
Yeah.
That's excellent. 40 years of service. We appreciate you being there. 13 years of service for you and all your crew that
got a good group.
Does wonderful, wonderful things, feeding everybody. You know, they say that's a man-made problem. It's not. Hunger is not the fault of anybody's but our own.
Yep.
And you're trying to fix that.
That's the thing, is if we created the problem, we surely ought to be able to fix the problem.
Exactly.
Big thanks out to all the sponsors and for all the partners.
Yes.
And everybody that, I mean, like you said, it's a network. It takes everybody to make it work.
That's right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for watching. We'll let you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks for having me.
See everybody tomorrow.